All right, I'm back from brunch. Did I even eat anything? Well, so we're talking about debt right now. Borrow. This has to be one of the most difficult part of human relationship. Not because it has to do with money, but because many times people take things they don't need because they're available. Yeah, that's it. So in the last post I did, someone is asking me a question about what do I do with 300 grand that I have, that I'm expecting um, from someplace, and it's a loan. So I'm asking, why are you taking a loan when you don't have the need for the money? And he says, oh, I do have the need. I want to expand my business. So I'm wondering then, why are we having this conversation? If you want to expand your business, you would know what areas of your business you want to expand. And then you put it in. Why am I part of the conversation? But what we've seen happen over time is people borrow money that they don't need. There is a need, and there is, I want to get something, I want to ball, just have a good time. If a person borrows money because they want to grow their business, then it's no longer a loan in that sense. It's an investment, because an investment will always bring returns. All right? But if you borrow money and you're not sure that it's going to be profitable, then what's the point? I mean, you're going to pay back, right? As for those who even plan to pay back. Many people borrow money and they believe that once the money gets into their hands, it's theirs. So they do not owe the lender anymore. You know, when people talk about loans, think about it. Why don't we always tell them, go to a money lender? Oh, money lender, no, they do this, they do that. Somehow you don't ever end up paying back the money. That's not true. It is because the terms and conditions are very strict. That's why they run. They like a no terms, no conditions arrangement so that they can come in, take the money, and when it's time to pay back, they no longer become your friend. I've seen relationships destroyed on the altar of borrow. And the most painful part and difficult to deal with is people who are working class. So if a person doesn't have a job and they say, lend me money, you might say, oh, you don't have a job, I know it's not going to come back, so let me give you X amount and you sort it out yourself. But I'm not going to give you money as a loan because you don't have a source of income, a steady source of income. But this is what I want to tell you today. The person who works, do you know their lifestyle? Do you know where their money goes into? Because many times we've seen people who work, Bala, how are you? Hey, Sam. It's not audible. Why? Did I turn down the volume? Okay, well. So we've seen people who work and they owe. You know why? First of all, many of them live way above their means, meaning that if they're earning 100,000 naira, for example, they are living on maybe 200 or 250. Number two, many of them take loans in the office that you have no idea about. So you think that, oh, because he earns 100K, I'm loaning him 50K, I'll get at the end of the month. You will be shocked that at the end of the month, the company will take maybe 50 because the guy is servicing a loan and you have 50 left. Yeah. And also, on the other side, the person, maybe not even the office, other things that they're dealing with. Maybe they're doing contributions somewhere, or they're paying fees somewhere, or they're doing something somewhere that just takes all of the money. So yours is a wait and take issue. Just collect your money and they keep you waiting. So it's a disaster. If you know you can't give the person the money as a gift, don't bother giving them as a loan, because that they're working is no guarantee. And this is the most painful part. You give them the money, they meet their needs. They forget that you have to put a lot of things on hold for them to be able to have the needs met. Now they've met their needs, you, the lender, you have no right to have a need. You have no right to have a need. So when you have a need and you're saying, let me have my money back, then it becomes a problem. Oh, you're not nice, you're not godly, you're not a Christian, oh, blah, 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 blah. My brother, my sister, if you're going to stretch yourself to lend anybody money, then something is already wrong with you. What you don't have, you cannot give. It's not just when it comes to knowledge, cash too. If I don't have 50,000, no matter how much I love you, there's no way I'm going to give you 50,000. No matter how much I love you, there's no way I'm going to loan, is it not? There's no way I'm going to give. Okay, all right. No. They'll just correct it. Okay. Yes, please. So the fact that the person is, I've lost my train of thought, sorry. Anyway, don't give them money. And don't take a loan to give anybody a helping hand. That's not a help, that's a curse. Because you're not just putting your neck on the line, you're also putting the person's neck. So we have two necks instead of one. The person wants 50,000, you can give them 5. See, the earth is the Lord. God has more children that can give them 5,000 or 10,000 to help them. So don't put yourself under pressure. Don't feel guilty. There's no need for that. It's just you trying to have the God complex. I used to be that person. I have changed. Right now, what do I have in hand? 50,000. What needs do I have? 45,000. My brother, my sister, I can't give you that money you're asking. But I have 5,000 I can give to you. And I hope that even if it's not complete, of course not complete, you can use the 5,000 as transport fare to get to other places where you're sure that they will give you 10,000 naira. Destiny, hi, how are you doing? So that's what it's about. Do not put yourself under any kind of pressure. Someone called me some time ago and said, I need a loan. Can you borrow for me? I say, hey, I have needs. I've not borrowed for myself. I should borrow for you. What kind of useless advice is that? And if you check, some of the people that are perpetual borrowers are owing money in different places. Some from the woman down the road, they don't longer pass that road, they change routes. Some from their family members, some can't even go home anymore because they collected money from someone some months ago. Some even from their colleagues. It's disgusting. And this is why some people do that, because they're impulsive buyers. So what I do is I see something, I want to buy it. Sometimes thing is drawing you like a spirit. I bind it, I leave it for a day or 2 or 3. And if I see that I still have the same urge, then I go for it if I can afford it. Otherwise, like my friend's father said, good thing, no they finish. If you can't buy it in February, you'll likely buy it in July. If you can't buy it in June, you may likely buy it in August. So what's the rush? Except it's oxygen, which is free. Food, you can manage. Especially if you're an adult, you can manage somehow. But if you're going to borrow money, make sure that it's going to be in an investment that will bring you returns, because every time you borrow, you're supposed to pay interest. But for those who have a very strong argument, I'm with you on this one. Go to money lenders. That's why they're there. Like my friend's father said, use a financial institution. That's why they're there. So don't stress yourself. Don't try to impress people. Don't try to do all that shit. Focus on living a debt-free life. It is very, very possible.